here, reporting from Vinexpo Asia. Very exciting. I'm Francesca Martin, partner at Nimbility, and this is Olivier Six, the CEO of ENW, one of China's most leading premium wine and spirits importer in China. So, Olivier, I just wanted to ask you a question about what you're looking for when you want to take on a new importing brand. What are the key elements?
I think the first part that we're looking is about the trend. We're analyzing what is working, what is not working, which country are getting better imported in China, and then we go from there. After is also on the tasting profile. Is it going to work also in China, knowing that what we've already done with our other brands? So that's the part for the tasting part. The second part is to have somebody and a partner that would be ready to invest for many years to come. If they're asking for a direct import, or they're talking to have a very strong sales upward and then not looking in the long term, this is not something we're going to look at. We're going to want to build their brand within mainland China and also greater China if possible. And we look for the next 3, 5, 6 coming years, as we always did for our current brands.
Ian, I would like to ask a bit of a follow-up question just from the conference, which is very insightful. You've obviously spent over 30 years in the market. You've seen the ups, you've seen the downs. What advice would you be giving to brands who are looking to build a China market and invest in the market? Why should they be looking at China in particular?
Yeah, I mean, look, they have to play chess and not checkers. It's a very, very long-term proposition. It's inevitably the biggest, most robust and important beverage alcohol market on planet Earth. And any serious producer needs to be here, and they need to be here playing the long game. And you know, think globally, act locally, invest, but invest wisely, have milestones, have deliverables along the way. But you've got to take this market seriously and make sure you have a good roadmap, get some good advice, and make sure you have a good roadmap in place before you start that journey. It's a very long journey, so don't just jump in and go. Plan it out and have a good roadmap.
Are the 3 factors, or the most important factors, for a winery trying to break into the China market?
First of all, the right brand. Second of all, right people. Third of all, the right mindset. So in my view, that's the 3 key things to enter the China market. If you are producing a premium, expensive wine, very small category, then find your consumer. Who are the consumers? What is their channel? And then target that. China is a hugely fragmented and large market, so you can't have the whole China market for you. That's just not possible. You need to have really clear idea of what is this brand for. And then second of all, the right people. So right people meaning your right team to handle your brand in the market, and then the right partner for your brand. If you're a mass market products, you want volume, then who is your distributor that really fits you, that can place your products into the channels you need? If you're premium niche products, then who is the right partner to bring you to those channels that you want? And then third, the most important actually, the mindset, the right mindset. A lot of people come into China thinking, wow, such a big market, 1.4 billion people. If everyone buy a bottle of my wine, then I'm gonna be rich. And then they don't realize actually that there are just so many unknowns in the market, and there are many unexplored territories in the market. So be persistent, and don't think that you can win tomorrow. Don't think you've invested $10 today and you will gain $10 back tomorrow. That's not going to happen. Especially the market has matured, has evolved, and it will be continuing to change. So be patient with your partner, especially after such a difficult time, and then place your position right.
And I wanted to ask a more in-depth question, Richard, about, because you've worked with both Chinese and imported wines, what are the key elements that are different between marketing those two products?
Okay, I've been asked more than once about these questions. What are the difference of when you do marketing, when you do sales, of difference between Chinese wine and imported wines? For me, I think the quick answer is the same. It's not because you're Chinese wine, so you should do your marketing differently. It's not because you're U.S. wine, you should do your marketing differently than a French wine in China market. So because in a sense we're all wines, but there are a few points which are different when doing a Chinese wine. First of all, I think we should take advantage of the geological position situation. Okay, the Chinese wines are located in China, and it's a huge advantage for us, for branding and for customer education, and also for logistics, for finance. Why logistics? Because being a wine importer, you need to have 4 to 5 months stock. You need to calculate your lead time to manage your inventory. But when you're dealing with Chinese wines, you don't have to, because the wine will be delivered at your doorway within 48 hours. Okay, because we're all located in China. So these are the advantages we have over imported wines. The second thing is once again the perception, because for most of the current wine consumers, the perception of Chinese wine is not there yet. So they're still saying, okay, if I want a bottle of wine, I want to have a French wine, I want to have an Italian wine, Spanish wine, Chinese wine, I'm not sure. Okay, so well, for us, there's a long way to go. There's some branding and some kind of this work to do.
Great. More education and more drinking Chinese
more
wine.
education. I think the things we should think about is, first of all, the quality. Okay, people always say, okay, more and more people recognize the quality of Chinese wines, but you need to be consistent. Okay, year on year, vintage over vintage. I think this necessitates constant effort in winemaking, in quality control, in all of this. The second thing is how you do your branding. Okay, your brand story. Are these going to touch your consumers? And then are you at the right pricing point when you sell your wines? There are all these things to do.
I'd like to ask you just a bit about how you're sort of planning to attack the China market with the Chilean brands that VSPT has in their portfolio. What's going to set you apart?
Okay, look, I think there's a lot of consensus about the way that you can successfully go about the China market. I think it's largely driven around promotion of brand in the right channels. So you need to do your planning and identify which segment of the market that you're trying to target, and then invest accordingly. But there's two other parts to it. You need to make sure that you've got the right partners, and the final part is that you need to make sure that you're working with great people. So they're the things that we'll be doing at VSPT. Good planning, good execution by having a great team of people, and building for long-term success through partnerships with strong local partners in China.
Fantastic. Brilliant. Thank you so much, Craig. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you.